Welcome back. After laying the foundation with the basics of DeFi and blockchain in Chapter 1, we're now going to explore the core elements or building blocks that make up the DeFi ecosystem. In this section, we'll explore key DeFi platforms and technical elements. By the end of this lecture, you'll understand what DeFi tokens are, the role of smart contracts, and how they interact to create decentralized financial services. But to kick us off, blockchains. DeFi relies on various blockchain platforms to operate. Each has unique features that cater to different needs within the DeFi ecosystem. We'll cover some of the major blockchains that support DeFi applications, the most prominent of which is Ethereum. Ethereum is often considered the backbone of the DeFi ecosystem. It was the first blockchain to support smart contracts, allowing developers to build decentralized applications, or dApps. Think of Ethereum as a decentralized version of the internet, where financial services are provided by code instead of traditional banks. And this picture here is the much-loved founder of Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin. Next up, we have Binance Smart Chain, or BSC. BSC offers similar functionalities to Ethereum, but with faster transaction times and lower fees. This has made BSC popular for DeFi applications because of its increased efficiency and also its compatibility with the Ethereum ecosystem. One downside of BSC, however, is that it's more centralized, which can be of a concern to some users. To make things fair, I've also included a picture of the former Binance CEO, CZ, who at the time of production has just started his 4-month prison sentence for breaching US AML sanctions. This is hardly an advert for integrating DeFi into traditional finance, so that's a topic for another day. And lastly for this section, we've got Polkadot. Polkadot is another notable platform. It aims to create an interconnected network of blockchains, allowing different blockchains to transfer information and value seamlessly. In traditional finance terms, imagine being able to move money between different banks and financial systems instantly without fees. So Polkadot's interoperability feature makes it a powerful player in the DeFi space. And this is Polkadot's founder, Gavin Wood, who is a little bit less controversial than CZ and also a fellow Brit. So these are just 3 of many blockchains that support DeFi applications. The idea that I wanted to get across here is that there are multiple different options, each offering different benefits. And now what we'll do is look at DeFi tokens and smart contracts, 2 fundamental elements that power this DeFi ecosystem. So let's start with DeFi tokens. DeFi tokens are digital assets issued on a blockchain, representing various forms of value and utility within the DeFi ecosystem. These tokens can serve multiple purposes, such as governance, utility, or providing rewards. I'm avoiding using the term cryptocurrency here, which is only one type of digital asset and doesn't reflect the varied use cases that different tokens can have. In traditional finance, DeFi tokens can be compared to financial instruments like stocks, bonds, or commodities, each serving different functions and providing various benefits to their holders. Now let's look at the different types of DeFi tokens that exist, each with their own unique characteristics and use cases. Governance tokens give holders the right to participate in the decision-making process of a DeFi protocol. In traditional finance, this is similar to owning shares in a company, which gives you voting right on corporate decisions. Utility tokens provide access to a specific product or service within a DeFi platform. For example, sushi tokens on Uniswap offer benefits like reduced trading fees. This is akin to loyalty points or membership rewards. Security tokens represent ownership in a real-world asset, such as stocks or real estate, and are subject to securities regulations. We'll talk about these a little bit more later on in regards to tokenization of real-world assets. And as we'll soon discuss, stablecoins like USDC and DAI are pegged to a stable asset to minimize the price volatility, functioning similar to traditional fiat currencies. Now let's move on to smart contracts. A smart contract is a self-executing contract with the terms of the agreement directly written into code on the blockchain. These contracts automatically enforce and execute the terms when predefined conditions are met, without the need for an intermediary. In traditional finance, smart contracts can be compared to automated processes in financial systems, such as direct debit agreements or escrow services, where funds are automatically transferred based on specific conditions being met. Here's a simplified explanation of how smart contracts work. Smart contracts are coded with specific rules and conditions. Once deployed on the blockchain, they cannot be altered, which ensures the transparency and trust. When the predefined conditions are met, the contract automatically executes the agreed upon actions. For example, if certain collateral requirements are met, a loan may be issued automatically. Smart contracts eliminate the need for a central authority to oversee or enforce this contract. DeFi tokens and smart contracts work together to create decentralized financial services. These can operate in a decentralized and automated manner. We're going to now run through the examples on the right here. Decentralized applications, or dApps, are simply applications that run on a blockchain. You can think of them as a collection of smart contracts and UI tailored for a specific purpose, such as gaming or digital art creation. They are integral to the DeFi ecosystem as they provide users with financial services through a decentralized platform by providing ease of access and use of these smart contracts. DeFi tokens and smart contracts also facilitate automated trading. On decentralized exchanges like Uniswap, smart contracts facilitate the swapping of tokens based on predefined rules. Liquidity providers can deposit tokens into a pool and receive LP tokens in return, representing their share of that liquidity pool. In protocols like Compound, smart contracts automatically manage the lending and borrowing process. Users deposit DeFi tokens as collateral to borrow other assets. Then the interest rates are dynamically adjusted by smart contracts based on supply and demand, similar to how traditional banks adjust loan rates. And finally, governance tokens allow holders to vote on protocol changes. DeFi governance tokens are used to place the votes, and smart contracts automatically tally these votes and implement the decisions. This is similar to shareholders voting in a traditional corporation, where they vote on the key decisions that affect the company. In this section, we've explored the core components of DeFi, including the various types of DeFi tokens and smart contracts, and how these elements work together to create a DeFi ecosystem that is faster, more transparent, and more accessible than traditional finance. Understanding these building blocks is crucial as we move forward, and in the next section, we'll be looking at stablecoins in a bit more detail to understand why they're so important for the intersection of DeFi and traditional finance. I'll see you there.